In this video, you'll learn how to enter subcontractor invoices. Before you enter a sub-invoice, note these considerations. Subcontractor invoices are always assigned to a subcontract, so before you can enter a sub-invoice, the subcontract must be approved with an approval status date. If the invoice will include subcontractor change order items, the sub-change order must already have been approved as well. When you create the sub-invoice, the system checks the subcontractor's insurance information and alerts you if any are expired. You can enter sub-invoices in Sage Construction Management, but first, let's look at what it looks like when the subcontractor sends you the invoice through the TeamLink portal. Once the subcontractor receives the TeamLink invitation, they can log in to see the project. They only see the areas of the project provided by the vendor role in TeamLink, and they only see their own documents and procurement areas, not those of other subs and vendors. Under Procurement, they'll click the plus sign for sub-invoices. They'll only be able to enter invoices for the prime contract and subcontract that applies to them, and if they only have one subcontract, that information is selected for them. The invoice number is required. They'll select the items to include. If they enter a % complete value, the current work value is calculated for them. If they enter current work, the % complete is updated. Different retainage amounts might apply to current work and stored materials, so they might need to spread values over these two fields. Click Save and Next. Note that once the subcontractor saves the invoice, they won't be able to modify items or amounts. On the sub-invoice details page, they'll see the warning about expired insurance. They can click the link and then scroll down and add their current information. Now that we've created the sub-invoice, let's return to the full system view. Under Procurement, click Sub-Invoices, and we see the invoice that was just created. When subs enter invoices, they're always set to pending status. Click the link to open the sub-invoice, and then scroll down and click View Invoice Details. Original subcontract items. You can see that it saves you some time when the sub creates the invoice for you, but now let's walk through how to create the sub-invoice from the main window. From the Procurement Overview page, to the right of Sub-Invoices, click Actions, Add Manually. Select the prime contract, and then select the subcontract. Much of the other information is filled in for you. You must enter the subcontractor's invoice number. That's the number they assign to their document. We'll keep the billable status as billable. The other options are unbillable or on hold, and these apply to cost plus prime contracts. Only billable sub-invoice lines can be included on cost plus prime invoices. We'll select the Approved checkbox. The retainage values are filled automatically based on the subcontract. Click Save and Next. The next window shows the line items from the subcontract, plus any amounts that have been previously billed. You can enter values for current work and current stored materials. Alternately, you can enter a % complete for the row, and that percentage is applied to the current work column. If some of that is current stored materials, you'd need to adjust the values. If any lines have been previously recorded as 100% complete, and you need to make adjustments, you can select the Issue Credit checkbox. That lets you enter a reduced % complete, resulting in a credit. Then, click Save and Next. If there are any change orders for this subcontract, you'll have the opportunity to select change order lines to include in the invoice. In this example, no sub change orders have been entered, so you don't see that option. This last window shows any retainage for the sub invoice. You should always include either progress lines or retainage lines on an invoice, not both on the same invoice. Now let's create a lien waiver for this invoice. Go to Reports, Sub-Invoice Lien Waiver. For the format, select one of the lien waiver options, and for the export option, select Save PDF to linked files. Scroll to Linked Files, and let's rename this file so we know it's a lien waiver. Click the link to open the details, and enter the name. Now let's generate the bill itself. Go to Reports, Sub-Invoice Detail, and leave the format as is. For the export option, select Save PDF to linked files. Approved sub-invoices appear in project financial reports and can be exported to your accounting system if you've set up integration. In this video, you learned how to enter sub-invoices,